Good morning, or afternoon, evening, wherever and whenever you are. I'm pretty sold on cold showers at this point. After I take them, after. Every morning I'm like, this is a terrible idea. But man, it really does do a thing. I feel like it even like opens up my like nasal passages and everything. So yesterday was kind of tricky, not gonna lie. We're gonna see if today can be a little more productive, let's say. This is a problem with goals. If you set out goals and you want to do them, if you don't do them, like just like having an off day and like enjoying your life or going out to brunch with friends, it doesn't like feel good if you didn't move forward on your goals. And so you get that weird little dissatisfaction, like dissonance thing that kicks in, unhappiness. And then I have to remember that like goals aren't actually really anything. There's no real purpose to life or meaning beyond the one that I decide to give it. Lots of people like to tell me, oh my God, this is one of the things that just drives me crazy. Everyone feels the need to tell me how to do everything all the time. And everyone gets this idea that it's like, oh, well, this is what works. This is what works for me. So this is what you need to do. Or the opinions that people have where I talk to people and they've never even accomplished a thing, and yet they want to tell me how to do it when I tell them what I'm doing. Wild. People seem to know a lot of things for not having done them. And I guess maybe me too. Maybe I have a lot of opinions. But this is a big, kind of like tricky thing for me. And also, when I'm like building and like pushing this app, is as far as I can tell, I never want to tell you to do anything because I don't know. I'm still figuring out things myself. I'm just on my path doing my thing. Good morning. Hi. And I'm just on my path doing my thing. And the app helps me do that. That's it. But the amount of things people just are always, yeah, if people are telling me anything and it's all the time, it's like, no thanks. No, thank you. Thank you, no. Everyone has an opinion. Which is fine, I guess. I don't know why these things, they start to like rile me up and get me irritated. And really, it should just be humorous, probably, where, people are allowed to have opinions about whatever they want. And I could just actually just look at it and be like, well, that's silly. Like, that's cute and silly that you think that. And, like, of course you would. Why I, like, get irritated and take it personally is beyond me. Excuse me. So, I had to ditch I scrapped the music in the, no, I didn't scrap the music in the app, but I pulled it from the newest release because I couldn't get it to work the way that I wanted yet. And it seemed like it's mostly working. It's mostly working and it's close. And it just seemed like it's like about like 85 to 90% done, like almost working, but something wouldn't quite work right. And then something was glitching out. And there was a thing where it's like, it still wasn't perfect. And so I had to just, I don't think anyone's going to be using the app because there's music in it, frankly. I think it would be something that's, I think it is going to be something that can like help and makes it cooler at some point, but it's not an essential thing to helping people have good days and keeping them in the app, I don't think. And so I just had to stop on that and move on to other things. So today I'm back into building that stream of life feature. And basically it's just an activity feed. So as people finish their ingredients, they can, as people complete their ingredients, you can see. And so as people are doing things, that's what we call the stream of life, good things happening. And also it'll make the app feel a little bit more like alive, because it can be kind of static if it's just you doing the same thing every day. So it'll kind of make it, again, a little bit more interactive and just a little more activity, a little more alive. So that's what I'm going to try and get. The basics of that I already actually have going. It's so funny. Getting the basics of something working is like pretty easy to do. Getting something to like work perfectly, I feel like that takes almost like 90% of the time. And it seems like that with the music too. Where like you'll write a song and like you can do most of the basics and get the overall idea and most of the nuts and bolts. You can do that in like, you can get 80% of it done. And we've heard the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. You can get 80% of it done in 20% of the effort and time. And then to get the rest of it done, like where it's like, no, this like is like seamless and works well. And it's like polished. That's where all of the, just seems like that's where all the work is. But still, I'm hoping I can get it done today. So that's one of the things on the agenda. I kind of wish I was out raking leaves. That sounds like a better agenda, honestly. That guy probably hates raking leaves, but... Or maybe not. I don't know. I definitely... I always kind of liked... Like, obviously you don't want to do it for like, forever. But... Raking leaves is pretty sad. It's kind of meditative. Sweeping is kind of like raking leaves indoors. I kind of like sweeping actually too. When I have phone calls, do you know one of the coolest things of the past in 10, maybe 15 years? I guess 10 years maybe. I don't know how long they've been out. Is AirPods. My buddy Nick was telling me, he was like, no, these AirPods, when he got them, he's like, they're kind of like life changing. They're life changing. He's like, what they enable me to do and all this different stuff. And so he was one of the reasons I ended up getting AirPods for the first time. And I have to say, he was right. Like, that I can take phone calls and that I don't have to hold a box up to my face the whole time is wild. And I can just, the amount of times I have phone calls and people will call me and I just put my earbuds in and then I start cleaning up my apartment or like sweeping the floor is, well, it's basically almost all the times. Basically almost all the times. And that's good for me because like I like to be moving. Like it's good for me to be a little bit busy, to have something to do with my hands. And I can like kind of focus better on what you're saying if I just have energy to spend a lot of the time. So yeah, it can be good. Watching a guy in a business suit, watching a man in a suit walking dogs is funny for some reason. I don't know why it is, but it's funny. Especially if he has multiple dogs. A guy in a suit with like 2 or 3 dogs on leashes. Like, what is happening here right now? This is a cool tree. I like also there's like a palm tree back over here. And then we have this cool looking tree. And then another palm tree. I think this is like a magnolia. You can see this blossom's going to be coming in. Not positive. Alright, I'm glad I came out on the walk just for that. I'm getting caught up in human mode today, so it's good to like just get out a little bit around some plants and things before I get caught up on all the other stupidness. Check out this flower. These are really pretty. Someone was having some fun with some sidewalk chalk. Check this out. Welcome. Please grab some chalk and answer some questions. Hard edition. Oh, wow. Favorite sport. Oh, I want to do this. Look at all these questions. Favorite sport? These are hard. Chips, Oreos, and chips jump on the dots. This is the coolest thing ever. Do you see this? I'm going to put football. I hope like a 45-year-old guy came up with this. Oreos or chips. Chips only. I'm gonna go chips. This is my favorite thing. Who made this? Jump on the dots. Are you supposed to use 1 foot? I feel like probably so. Whoa, over here. Okay, hooray. What is this? If you could have unlimited money at a store, which one? Sephora, Bristol Farms. If you could have unlimited money at a store, which one? What store would you have unlimited money at? Unlimited money at any store. I don't know. These are hard questions. I don't know. What are the other questions? Are you the city person or adventure person? Oh, adventure for sure. I still don't know what store. Unlimited money at any store. Or food, type of food. Burger for sure out of these options. How about your lucky number? I love that they did this. This is the awesomest thing ever. How about your lucky number? I don't have people like 7s and 1111. I'm gonna put 7-11. That's where I used to go get cigarettes. And Slurpees. Favorite type of food? Hopscotch. We're not doing. This is so extensive. I'm not doing the hop. Yay! Favorite animal? Panther. Questions for next time. Thank you for playing. If you enjoyed, please draw a star. Please return the chalk to the star. What a public service. This just made me so happy. The hoorays and yays. Now I'm just getting chalk all over my... Bless them. That was fun. How do I turn this camera back around? Alright, now that I have chalk all over my hands. Alright, that was fun. And then there's this stupid paint. They couldn't make this. Doesn't look fun at all. Why don't this is a real thing. Why don't graffiti artists why don't they ever make hopscotch paths? How about that? Kids? Why are kids just better in a lot of, except indoors? Then they're just too loud. I just think Sometimes actually as an adult, I feel like it's easy to like kind of like thumbs down on kids and like kids in public, whatever else. And honestly, I think they have a lot better, maybe, of the right ideas. More hopscotch and like chalk quizzes. Maybe I need to put some hopscotch and chalk quizzes in the app. Like it isn't very fun. Yeah. The thing about chalk is that it is all over your hands. And now, apparently, I touch my face a lot because I'm realizing how much I can't touch it with my right hand because now it has chalk all over it. I still love these. Well, no, we still want to take a picture of these flowers. We don't need to, but we're going to. Always so pretty. Always so pretty. There, maybe there just needs to be a game mode for when people are struggling. Like if you're doing good, like if I'm doing good, I can just go, no, I think it's always fun to play games. Sometimes I don't feel like playing games though. I don't know what to do with any of this information. This hopscotch, like chalk games thing really kind of messed me up. These are really pretty too. Check these out. They kind of grow out of a blossom. I have to literally like write down and say to myself in the mornings, I make it play. Which doesn't probably make sense as a sentence on its own. But I used to write down as affirmation like I play. And I found that I don't really just like do. Like it's like, no, I don't do that because it's like I always have things to do. And so then I switched it over time where I'm like, whatever I'm doing, let's just make that play. Like, yes, having playtime is great and fine, but why can't I just make everything I'm doing play? Let's just have fun doing what we're doing, and then it's all play. Maybe my affirmation should be, maybe the good talk is I make it play. The affirmation could just be, it's all playtime. It's all playtime. I think I forget. I don't know. I think that could be. There may be something there. Well, this has been one of my weirder walks today. So, well, not weirder walks today. Today has been one of my weirder walks. Let's get the order of those words right. Swap them around. Well, I need to go because I have therapy in a couple of minutes. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that it's excellent and enjoyable, and you find some ways to remember or make it play. Remember that it's all playtime. Or can be. Honestly, if there are no, I can't really tell you what the meaning of life is or what the rules are, but so far as I can tell, I can't really find any. It's all just whatever I think it is. So, I think more play today. For me. Okay, I gotta go. See ya.